13 News now begins with breaking news. Calls for change in Elizabeth City. Protesters came out in full force tonight. They want answers after a Pasquotank County Sheriff's deputy shot and killed a man. We've been following this story for hours now. Thanks for staying up. I'm Nicole Livas.
And I'm David Allen. The sheriff released very little information on this, calling it an open and active investigation and promising transparency. But here's what we do know. The sheriff says this happened as deputies were serving a search warrant. For what? The sheriff would not say. The deputies involved are on administrative leave, and the North Carolina State Bureau of Investigations is taking over this case. Eugene Daniel is live with reaction tonight in Elizabeth City. He's outside the sheriff's office. And Eugene, you spoke with city council members and community leaders.
That's right, David. The crowd has dispersed now, but for hours there were protesters, a couple of hundred outside of City Hall and here at the sheriff's office. There are a lot of unanswered questions, and that's one of the big reasons why people are so frustrated.
Hands up! Don't shoot! Hands up!
People in Elizabeth City want answers after a Pasquotank County Sheriff's deputy shot and killed Andrew Brown Jr. while serving him a warrant. In a late afternoon press briefing, Sheriff Tommy Wooten shared very little about the shooting or the nature of the warrant.
It is tremendously early in this investigation. But all these questions you're asking, and I know you want all the answers to them, but they will come out.
He was nonviolent. Anybody that knew him would tell you that. He didn't even carry a gun.
But Brown's longtime neighbor said she saw the shooting.
He was driving away. Even though they was giving a search warrant, but he was driving away. Why did y'all let off on him like that?
The sheriff has failed to address the community. Yes!
The sheriff said there is body camera footage, but that he had not seen it. Local NAACP President Keith Rivers wants the department to release it.
What else do you leave us to believe if you don't have transparency? Transparency and trust leads to justice.
The Elizabeth City Council live streamed an emergency meeting. No one was let inside City Hall due to COVID-19 protocols.
Hands up! Don't shoot!
Outside, the crowd grew larger and restless, clashing with city leaders after the meeting. Councilman Kim Spence tried to make an important distinction, saying Elizabeth City police were not involved in the shooting. But it happened in his community, and he wants answers too.
People are hurt, man. Regardless to what went on, people are hurt.
Elizabeth City officials did not make any decision tonight, taking any action. There were barriers that kept people away from areas, including here at the sheriff's office downtown for several hours. The sheriff earlier said he did call in extra patrol and officers to help keep safety in this area. Live in Elizabeth City, Eugene Daniel, 13 News Now.